Hey, I just took a shower, so my hair is all wet. It's like half dry and I don't have makeup on, so I look very Shrek right now, so I'm sorry for that. But today's video is a very spontaneous one. I just finished watching 13 Reasons Why, and to be honest, I watched like 3 episodes and I got bored and I just left it alone, and then I eventually came back to it like 2 days ago. So it just really made me think. So whenever I think, I rant, and you guys love when I rant, so this is going to be one of those videos. And honestly, it changed my perspective on a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to talk about all that as well. So basically, 13 Reasons Why is a Netflix show, and it's talking about this girl who committed suicide, and she explained basically why she did it through 13 tapes. So the show just really like spoke to me because I feel like I could have related to Hannah in a lot of situations. I definitely have not been through everything she's been through, obviously, but as you can imagine, if you watch my channel, I do have really bad luck, so I have like a trail of things always following me and things always happening, and there is stuff that I've never shared on YouTube that I just decided to keep off of the internet because that would be sharing too much, and I don't want people to view me a certain way. Even though people have told me it doesn't make you look a certain way, I just rather not share certain stuff because, one, I'm not ready, and two, that would be sharing too much. Like, I would literally, I'm not even gonna say it, but so I feel like I could just really relate to her on a lot of the stuff that she was saying in the show, and I just wanted to kind of like talk about just life because honestly, after watching it, it just really like changed my perspective on a lot of stuff. Like, for example, I am going to try to watch what I say to certain people now because you never know. Like, even though I knew this already, you never know what somebody's going through. Like, you never know, so you should just like try not to be, you know, an ass to them. I knew this, but after watching the show and seeing how, like, you know, somebody can seem so fine, but they're actually not okay at all. And I feel like I can relate to that as well because I will literally be at a party with my friends and feel like shit and feel like crying and feel like breaking down, but I have to hold it together and pretend to have a good time. So like, I could just relate on that aspect, I guess. It just really made me think, and it really made me realize that it's time to grow up a little bit more as well, because I feel like I started this year off really good. Like, I started off really good. I didn't have any drama with anyone. I didn't have any beef with anyone. I had my friends. I was getting better from last year's events. And I feel like everything was just getting better in my life. Like, I was traveling, I was happy, and then all this bullshit started raining down on me, and I started becoming a negative person again. And I'm gonna explain to you guys everything. That's why I titled it Welcome to Your Tape, because I'm going to be talking about everything right now that you guys probably kind of know if you watch my You Nows and you just see little sneak peeks of things, or if you watched my last Get Ready With Me when I kind of talked about a story, or if you watch drama channels and you basically see them posting everything that's going on, I guess. So basically this year started off really well for me. Well, it didn't start off well. I decided to make it well, and everything was going fine, like I said. And then I stopped being friends with somebody over something really stupid. So that friendship was over, so I was like, oh, okay, whatever. They come and they go. This has happened before. It's whatever. It's LA. Get used to it. Move on. So I move on from that. So basically at that moment, I lost somebody that I was talking to every single day, 2 a.m. in the morning, randomly in the shower, while I was shitting. Like, so I lost that person. So I had to kind of like unroutine myself from talking to somebody as much like that. And then a boy came along in my life, and at first I thought me and him were just going to be friends, but I started to actually start to like him, and he told me he started to like me as well. And then out of nowhere, he just cuts me off. Like, he doesn't reply to any of my text messages. He doesn't give me closure. He literally just cut me off, you guys. Like, this happened like a month ago. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it's not funny, it's not cute, it's not okay. Literally just cut me off out of nowhere. Like, how do you go from spending every single day with somebody and hanging out all the time and doing this and doing that, and then all of a sudden you just stop talking to them? It's really, really fucked up. So that started to weigh down on me, and that I already had trust issues to start with, and that just added them on even more, because I'm like, why am I going to put my time in anybody or trust anyone with seeing a certain side of me if they're just going to cut me off like that? It's so fucked up. So at this point, I lost another person. So I'm already feeling even worse about myself, because I have this thing about me that I like to blame everything on me. I'm like keeping it together, you guys. This is not about to be a crying video. We're not doing this. But I always blame everything on myself. I always have growing up. I will try to act like some tough bitch, and then I'll go in my room and start thinking about everything I did wrong, and I start crying. So, like, for example, something would happen to my brother, and it had nothing to do with me. Like, for example, we were at my friends, this was in elementary school, we were at our friends, it was like a family friend, so me and my brother were both friends with like their kids. So we went to the birthday party, and it was at Pump It Up. And Pump It Up is like a trampoline slash blow up park where they have all like the blow up thingies. So my brother, thinking he was a little daredevil, he's always been that little daredevil, getting into trouble, breaking things, he jumps from the top of one of the slides and lands on the ground. It's so funny to think about now, but at the moment, oh my gosh, you guys. My brother jumped, broke his wrist, completely twisted it, and I was like, ah! Like, I was screaming. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my fault. Like, if I was watching him, even though I was like, how old was I? Like 7 or 8, 9? I don't know. I was really young, so like I couldn't have done anything, and the kids were all just playing. So the fact that I blamed it on myself, I went home and I cried. I fell asleep crying, thinking it was my fault. My mom doesn't know this, by the way. I literally blamed everything on me, and I made myself depressed that night as a kid. That is how I've always been. I always blame it on myself, even though, like, say for example, somebody will cheat on me and I could have done nothing wrong, and I will say it was my fault. I did something wrong that made them cheat on me, even if the person's just a terrible person. So here I am thinking that I did something wrong again, because the relationship I had before letting this boy creep his way in was not a good relationship. It was not a good one. You guys saw some stuff online, but you didn't see everything. You didn't see everything. So it was not a good relationship. And obviously I feel like you guys could tell it was not a good one, because why was I allowing somebody to treat me wrong and then I still take them back? Something's wrong there psychologically, right? So, like, something's wrong in the whole relationship. So, I didn't want to talk to anybody after that. And then, like I said, this person shows up and all this, I let them in, and then they abandon me, and it makes me feel terrible, and it makes me think about, like, just previous stuff, I guess. And then people start with me online, and I will admit I did egg some of it on. Like, I did add to it, I did ignite the flame, or, you know, reignite it. So I just regret it so much. It looks so immature, so unprofessional. Like, yes, I do YouTube, you guys, but I'm in LA, so I want to take advantage of other opportunities. I want to try acting. I want to try to improve my voice. Maybe I can be a singer. Like, who knows? Like, the world is an endless place, and I want to, you know, eventually try different stuff. Yes, I do YouTube and I enjoy doing it. I'm going to continue to do it, even if I am, say I start making movies or something, for all I know. I'm still going to vlog and I'm still going to post stuff, because this is something that will probably always be a part of me. And I like documenting my life, hence why I make videos like this. So, it just looks so unprofessional if, say, I got a role for something, or I wanted to do this or work with this company. I can't, because they saw that. Like, I was offered some pretty cool stuff, and I couldn't do it because they said I cussed too much. they said that I was basically too real of a channel. They wanted somebody more like, you know, keeps this over here. So like stupid stuff like that can jeopardize a lot of stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to change my channel, you guys. I'm still going to stay the same. If they don't want to work with me, they don't want to work with you. That's fine. But I just mean in general, as in like, you know, other stuff in the future, if I want to, and they see that I'm yelling at people online and having all these arguments and stuff, it just looks so bad. So I don't know, I just regret all that because I feel like it was just so pointless, because at this point I'm already like ignoring it. I'm not replying, people have been blocked. I'm so over it. Like I went into playlist with a mindset and then I left it with a different mindset. Like, what am I doing? I'm 20 years old. This is such a waste of time. Like, this is so ugly. But anyways, back to other stuff, I guess. I don't know, I feel like all these things have just been weighing down on me, and they definitely have been putting my anxiety super high and all this stuff, and I just hate feeling like that. And then watching the show, it just made me even more sad, to be honest, because I felt like I saw myself in a lot of it. And I am so glad that they made that show though, because I have been at some low points, because sometimes the anxiety and all the bad thoughts and the voices and all that stuff just becomes too much, and you just don't want to deal with it anymore. Like, I've been very, very low, and I'm not even crying about it anymore, because it's like, I don't know. But literally, I've been at some really, really bad points that my family has seen me at these points, and that show just really opened my eyes as to like the consequences of what's going to happen afterwards, and the terror you put other people in, the selfishness, just everything. So I'm so glad they made the show and they kind of like put that in there, because a lot of people don't think about that. They don't, you know, realize what they're, you know, doing to other people as well when they leave the earth. I feel like I'm just like all over the place with what I'm saying, but aren't I always? I don't know, I just feel like after watching that and then seeing everybody's little side stories, I feel like I just need to start to be nicer to people. I mean, like, if we have a problem with each other and I dislike you, I'm not saying that all of a sudden I'm gonna like you right now, because I'm pretty sure some of the haters still watch my videos. But that doesn't mean we're gonna be friends. That doesn't mean we're gonna be cool all of a sudden. That just means I'm going to respect you and avoid you and pretend you don't exist anymore. And I'm not gonna add flame to your fire of wanting to be problematic and get attention, because it's not cute. It's not fun. It makes you look unprofessional and immature at the end of the day. Like, people, I feel like, sometimes watch my videos and probably think I'm like 16 years old, 15 years old, from the way that I'm acting. And it's not cute. It's embarrassing. So, I don't know. If I don't like you, you don't exist anymore. I've already like let a couple people know. Pretend you never met me. Pretend I've never existed in your life, because I don't want your negativity anymore. Because I honestly feel like if you surround yourself with negative energy, it's going to make you a negative person. Because I had an amazing morning like a week ago, and then somebody put negativity on me and it ruined my day. So there's a lot of power in that stuff, I feel like. I guess I could update on me or whatever. I've been journaling a lot. Like, my journal has been on the corner of my bed for the past like weeks. I just keep writing and writing and writing. The goal for this journal is to one day publish it and just put, but not just like, you know, throw it out there like, here, read my journal. No, that would be, you know, exposing the fuck out of everything, which there's a lot of stuff in here that you guys don't know that I've never talked about, and I will probably never talk about on YouTube. Maybe I'll talk about it in a book, or maybe Nessa's journal book or whatever. You'll hear it. I don't know. But I want to like release this and like put it together a certain way to where like people can see that it's going to be okay, and no matter what you go through, because I feel like I've been through quite a few bad things in my life. I feel like it will be able to help somebody one day. It'll, you know, show someone else that somebody else understands, because you could only, you know, say so much, but I feel like through, ew, this sounds so fucking nerdy. I feel like through literature, I feel like through reading, you can have a connection, and the words, seeing them in front of you can kind of like open your mind. I don't know. I sound so like, I sound like a fucking stoner, peaceful, history, literature librarian right now. So yeah, I've been journaling a lot. I've been putting a lot in there, and the only times that I put a lot of stuff in my journals is when I am feeling extreme anxiety. I feel like something is going to happen. I feel like something is going to go wrong. I feel like everything that I do is going to go wrong. Like I feel like me putting this video out with good intentions is still going to get an extreme negative reaction. Like I just can't help but feel that. And I feel like this overwhelming feeling in my body right now, like I feel like if I'm not just like fully aware of everything at all times, I'm going to lose myself. It's like such a weird feeling. An update on the eating situation. I've been eating really bad lately, like really bad. Maybe once a day. Last week I couldn't eat at all. I don't know what was wrong with me. And then I had like this workout thing in my head all of a sudden. Like I was working out until I threw up, and then not even eating a full meal that day. Like I don't know what was wrong with me. Like my mind was just going somewhere else clearly. And I was thinking I needed to do that for some reason. I don't know why. I just have been feeling not like myself lately. Very low. Like I'm at an all-time low. Like that's me. It's literally me. But I don't know, I'm trying to keep it together because I have nothing to complain about. I was thinking of this as well. I'm just talking, wow, I'm just going, you guys. I was thinking about this. I have a roof over my head, I have food, I have a beautiful dog, and I have my little rats, Riley and Charlie. And I have friends that care about me. I have both my parents, all of my grandparents, all my cousins, my brother. I haven't lost anyone. So I feel like I have a lot to be grateful for. But it just like sucks when I'm trying to convince myself, you have nothing to complain about. Stop being sad all the time. Stop crying. Why are you crying? Like, keep it together. You have nothing to complain about. Because so many people tell me that all the time. They're like, you have nothing to complain about. Like, I have bills. I have this. I have this. And it just like gets to me because I can't help it, you know? I can't help feeling a certain way. Like, yeah, I might have all my bills paid. I'm grateful for that. I have a car that works. Grateful for that. I just hate when people downplay other people's emotions and other people's feelings. And hearing it all the time is so annoying. And it just really like gets to me. I feel like throughout this video you guys saw my hair go from this to like this. Like it just like, it's drying throughout the video. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to like wake up every morning feeling grateful to be alive and everything, because I don't know. I'm just trying to convince myself, I guess. Everything else is just so annoying, so I'm probably not going to be at these events anymore. I just don't see a point in it. Like, I never went to Orlando for playlists, so that's why I went. I went to the DC one, so I'm not going back. I went to VidCon already, so I'm probably not going back. Went to BeautyCon already, so I'm probably not going back. if you want to meet me, I'll try to do a tour. I'm trying to plan some of that stuff. But honestly, I have just been in such a rut that I have not wanted to do anything. I'm like sick of seeing everybody's faces. And I don't know, I'm just very unbothered at this moment, or at this point, and I'm just kind of like, that's it. Like, you guys have no idea how many DMs and how many fucking messages I'm getting about somebody talking about me, about something happening, and I'm just like, I don't care. Don't talk about other people on my channel. Like, I'm so over it. Can you tell by my face? Like, I'm so over it. It's so annoying. People are so annoying. Ugh. I'm so, I'm like drained. Can you tell? Like, I'm literally just drained from everything. So, welcome to your tape. You're one of the reasons why I'm deleting my channel. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just want to put out the message that, one, we should start being nicer to people, because you never know what they're going through. Even if your hater is, you know, throwing everything at you, they could be doing it because they're lonely. They aren't happy where their life is going. Maybe they can't afford rent anymore. Maybe their car had a tree fall on it. I don't know. Maybe something is just really going on in their life that's making them want to really pick at you. Because I got people that don't like me texting me at 10, 11, 12 at night some bullshit. So that must mean they have nothing to do. They're bored, or they're taking their anger out on you. So we need to learn to just try to, like, you know, ignore them and accept that even if you can move on and they don't, that's just what's going to happen. Two, we need to all not downplay other people's problems, because the counselor in 13 Reasons Why pissed me off. I don't know if it was just me, but I just felt like he was so cold and he didn't want to talk about anything. He pretended he cared, and he didn't, like, even though they were showing she was depressed, she said she didn't want to live anymore, and he was like, no, that doesn't mean anything. Let's not downplay each other's problems, because that really pissed me off that he did that. Because I've felt that before, like trying to tell somebody that it's not okay and trying to reach out, and they're like, no, you're fine, you're fine. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, I wouldn't be reaching out if it wasn't that bad, right? If you know somebody that is thinking of hurting themselves, report it immediately. Don't, like, yes, talk to them, but don't try to, you know, oh, what do I do? What do I do? You know what to do. Call somebody, tell their parents, tell somebody, tell the police. Don't sit back and try to contemplate on what you should do, or are they gonna hate me if I tell, or if they even, you catch them and they say, I'll never talk to you again. Who gives a fuck if they never talk to you again, as long as they're alive, right? Next one, for the ladies and the gentlemen out there. Fuck these hoes. If they hurt you once, don't let them hurt you again. If they want to act some sort of way and you don't like it, just know that you don't have to deal with it, and just let it go, because I've put up with too much of people's bullshit and it hurts a lot. So, really hungry right now. Yeah, I hope you guys kind of got like an idea of what I was trying to say. I feel like I was just talking and talking. I'm just gonna upload this directly to YouTube right now. So I hope everybody had an amazing Saturday and you have a blessed Sunday, and try to be nicer to somebody today and just see how it elevates your mood. And if somebody comes at you with some bullshit, just smile and say, I hope you have a really nice day. I wish the best for you, and walk away and see what they do. They'll just be like, oh. Like, and you could change their life. So yeah, that's it. I love you guys. I hope everyone has a safe weekend and a beautiful week, and I'll see you all in another video, I guess. Bye.